Start that again. Good evening, Ashlan. We're going to return anytime. Good evening, everybody in the room. Get ready on the screen. Take 4. Let's go. I know. Parshas Re'eh. So like I said, we're going to be, we're not be talking about this pasuk because this is take 4 already. We're not going to be talking about this pasuk. For Vitursky brought it out for this pasuk, so we're going to say it for Vitursky and Shem's pasuk. Then we're not talking about pasuk. Okay. Perek Gimel pasuk. Perek Yudal pasuk Gimel. He says, "Lo tochel kol toeva." That's it. That was the big words. What happened? Perek Yudal pasuk Gimel. Lo tochel kol toeva. Don't eat any abominations. Don't eat any treif. And he's talking about treif and things along that line. And he goes into town when Rebbe Torch was talking about this, the negatives of eating treif. It's not what we're talking about. But he said a story that I do want to talk about because I found it interesting that he used this story to talk about the seriousness of eating treif. And this was the story. He brought down a story and he says like this, that he heard a story from Reb Isser Zalman Meltzer that there was a Rav in a town one time. The town wasn't so freedom with the guy. You know, they weren't, whatever, they were debating, is he a good Rav, is he a bad Rav, whatever the case may be. He wasn't so freedom to ask him shilas, and it came a time that they came and asked him a shilah of kashrus. Came a time and asked a shilah of kashrus. And through the shilah of kashrus, the Rav made a mistake. He said it was kosher, when in fact it was treif. He made a mistake. He told everyone it's kosher, it was really treif. So the town jumped on this, and they said, we got him. We got him. We're good to go. We got him. So what do? They pen a letter. They pen a letter to Rabbi Yitzchak Elchanan Spector, and they say, you're the gadol of the area. You're the gadol adar. Here we have our Rav. Our Rav just went and paskin that something that was treif is kosher. So can you please go and send him a letter and tell him to resign his position. Clearly, he doesn't know what he's doing. Clearly, he made a mistake. You with me on this? I can handle one Zalmi. Anyway, so they sent him the message. Says, get rid of him. What did he do? What did Rabbi Yitzchak Elchanan do? This is godless. This is godless. I love this story because of the godless of the move. It takes a goyin to think like this. Because at the end of the day, he got a whole town to eat treif. It's a major error. It's not a small error. He made a major error. So what did he do? He pens a letter, chopping that, yes, he made a major error, but this is clearly the town is negay against him. So what did he do? He sends a letter to the town. Giving a whole shtickle Torah, proving how the psak of kosher was correct. You're wrong. Your Rav was correct. You're wrong. This Rav that you're saying doesn't know anything, that made a mistake, he didn't make a mistake. You're wrong. And then he sent out the letter, fully knowing that it's a lie, that it's not true. The Rav made a mistake. And he sent out the letter. And right after sending out that letter, he sends out another letter to the same people. Oops, I'm sorry. I re-reviewed the case. I made a mistake. I was wrong. Here. What did he do? Sent them a letter, and now Rebbe Chanan made a mistake. Rabbi Yitzchak Elchanan now made a mistake. So now they have no tain on their Rav anymore. If Rabbi Yitzchak Elchanan could make a mistake, then our Rav is really a chashuv yid. Rabbi Yitzchak Elchanan is for sure, he's for sure not making a mistake. So now our Rav must be a good Rav, because even Rabbi Yitzchak Elchanan made this mistake. You with me on this? Beautiful. And everyone uses the story to say, you see how weit Rabbi Yitzchak Elchanan went? You see how weit he went to go, and he sent one letter, and then he sent the other one to protect a person's feelings, Bob, trying to embarrass him. Beautiful. I have one question.
The guy was wrong.
The guy was wrong. He got a whole town to eat treif. Rabbi Yitzchak Elchanan did a beautiful move that he wouldn't get embarrassed. But where's the third letter? There should have been a third letter. The third letter goes out to the Rav. Listen, dude, this is what I just did for you. I didn't want you to be embarrassed. But let me give you a little bit of advice, right? Either really review Hilchos Basar V'Chalav or retire because you got a hotel train. And that's on you. There was no third letter. Why is there no third letter? Where's the third letter? You got my question. I don't understand it. I understand you got to go fight to go and really, you don't want to be via someone, this Rav, he has a wife, he has kids, he has the whole 9 yards. What's going to happen? By the way, you meant to be recording this on the camera also, or you're not doing that at the end? Okay. He's meant what was I talking about? Right. He's meant to go and protect him and make sure his kids don't get, I got it. I understand why he did the move. Very clever, very cool. Kol hakavod. Beautiful move, beautiful lesson. We got to be smart to protect people. Got it. Where's the third letter? This guy is, he made a huge mistake. I think that's the even more powerful message. I think that message is the message. No offense to Rav Torsky, but I think that's the message in that story. In this week's Parsha, now we'll talk about a real thing in this week's Parsha. In this week's Parsha, it was a springboard, man. We always springboard.
But it was real in the Parsha.
Yes. Okay, feel better now? Okay, good. Perek Yudaled, Pasuk Zayin. Now,
don't look at my hair, you'll be fine.
says the Pasuk, deep breath, says the Pasuk, Achad ze lo tochlu. Also this, but this you cannot eat. Not also, but this you can't eat. Meaning he just listed all foods you could eat. Anything that was choose its cards, split hooves, choose its cards, you could eat. Achad ze lo tochlu. This you can't eat, but this you can't eat. Mimali agera umafrisia Parshas Re'eh. Where is it? Where is it? I lost my place. I'm sorry. Anything that doesn't chew its cud, and anything that doesn't have the split hooves. Okay, give me a minute. And that doesn't split its hooves, such as the camel and the hagamal, the camel, the neves, anything that doesn't have split hooves, anything that doesn't chew its cud, is something that you're not allowed to eat. Yeah? Good. Now, we've spoken on this pasuk before. We've spoken on this pasuk as one of the most valuable proofs we have in the Torah as far as proving that the Torah can only have come from Hashem. That was last year? Okay. We've spoken about that. Great. I want to talk about something else. I want to go to the next pasuk. Because the next pasuk doubles down. What? Let's go. Yes and no. Yes and no. I'm going back 2 words, and then we're going to continue from there. Okay. Why? Why? Because these animals, the rest of these animals, do chew their cud, but they don't have split hooves. They chew their cud, but they don't have split hooves. You with me on that? Chew cud, but doesn't split hooves. Next pasuk. V'sachazer ki mafris parsahu v'loy geira temehu lachem. But the chazer, which does have split hooves, but doesn't chew its cud, that guy is going to be tamei. There's a famous point brought out in this pasuk, and it's something. Can't believe this is happening. Hello? Great. I'm in the middle of giving share to a bunch of people. Not so many people. Is everything okay? Perfect. Look forward to seeing you then. Bye. When it's your younger brother. All right, let's go. No. His brother. It was Shalom Bayis, I would have answered it, I would have been nice. But when it's a baby brother, you got to abuse a little bit. Okay. Anyway, Ellie, yeah. He's coming to visit. Anyway.
Here? He's coming to Minyan?
No, he's coming to out for the shops. Let's go. Let's go. Good. The animals, what happens with the animals? They chew the regular animal, says the pasuk, they chew their cud, but they don't have split hooves. And the chazer goes, he has split hooves and he doesn't chew his cud. And the famous question everyone asks, I want to get to this. The famous question everyone asks, why did we switch the order? The Torah stays in the order. If you said these animals aren't good because they chew their cud but they don't split hooves, and the chazer doesn't chew his cud but does have split hooves, it should be cud, split. Why is it cud split cud? You hear the question? Why did he go? If the whole point here is pointing out the Torah stays in a system fashion. So if he says animals, cud, split. Chazer, cud, split. Why is it cud, split cud? Why did he change the order? What did he change the order for? The order is changed for such a gewaldige message. The message is such a crazy message. It's a message that we preached about so many times. It's a message that we need to understand that our view of the world is not the view Hashem has. It's not the same view. We are jaded. We are damaged. We are negative. We were raised to always self-analyze and analyze others and be negative on it. Anyone, if we do something, it's okay, but anyone else, we're always negative on it. Whether that person is our wife, whether that person is our brother, whether that person is our kids, at the end of the day, we always go to that negative. Hashem won't even list the negative. Hashem will always do rachamim before din, like we said about Parshas Re'eh, which I'm not going to repeat again. Hashem will always go rachamim before din. Because Hashem could have gone, as he should have, as he listed throughout the rest of the Torah, staying in the system, cud, split, or split cud, whichever, but stay in the system. No. The system isn't to list like a list. The system is Hashem is going to list or look at or analyze you with your good qualities first and the negative second. When Hashem's looking at the other animals, what does he list first? You guys chew your cud. You have a tzad kosher. You have a tzad kosher. The whole point of this pasuk, let's take this one step further. The whole point of this pasuk is for the purpose of saying, ach et zeh lo tochlu. Those you can eat, these you can't eat. All Hashem had to list here was the bad. Ach et zeh lo tochlu, because you know why? Because the pig doesn't chew its cud. You know why for the other animals? Because it doesn't have split foot. It didn't even need to list the positive. Forget listing positive. It didn't even need to list the positive. Hashem not only lists the positive, he goes out of his way to split the order, to switch the order, so the positive is listed first. Why are these animals not kosher? They chew their cuds, tzad kosher, but you don't have split hooves. Chazer, I got to split it now to do tzad kosher first. You split your hooves, kol hakavod chazer. Even the chazer, the representative of the worst of the worst. Even gelatin, right? Even chazer, a representative of the worst of the worst. No. Even you, chazer. You have a tzad kosher, you have a split hooves. And then I'm going to list that first. I'm going to look at it first. And then we're going to go with the chewing its cud. You know, there was a gentleman that passed away 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. Someone who was part of the Minyan family. His whole family, sisters, brothers, brother-in-laws, are all part of the Minyan family. He himself was, a little bit older, but he was originally in the Minyan and he moved out to Florida. I don't want to say his name, because I don't know if I have permission, but those in the room who know him know I'm talking about. Those on what's called YouTube or Torah Time, whatever, know what I'm talking about. He is a man that struggled. He's a man that struggled. He was a good man. He's a man that struggled. You know what blew my mind? He was a man that struggled. You know what blew my mind and made me feel so small? When I was sitting by the Shiva house, I was sitting there with the sisters and the brother-in-laws, and someone told this story, and I felt so small. I'll be honest. I'm not even like making this up for the sake of Torah anytime, like over exaggerating. I legit felt small. I know I'm small, my feet. I got you. I got it. It's Tuesday afternoon for me. I got it. I saw your face. I saw it. I know. I got it. It's one chair. I got it. Anyway, Zalmi's like literally swallowing. He's like, is that what it is? Yeah. So you're getting all in one shot. You're just trying to get all in? Okay, very good. And now you ran out of jokes. What are you going to do now? Those are your only two things. You got nothing left. Brad, give me a third joke. That's his fourth joke. Okay. Anyway, I forgot you had one more. I'll give you credit. You stepped up. All right. What did this guy do? Legit, I felt small. This guy had his struggles. He had a hard life. This guy had what to be living in trauma and pain about. This guy was able to live in a negative world, in a jaded world. He had the reasons. He had the excuse. He had the opportunity. And he did something that I don't know about you guys, but when Mashalachim come to my door, I try to be nice. You know, I'll open the door. Here you go. Here's $1. Here's a quarter. Here's $2. Whatever it is. I'll try to be nice. Like in my head, I'm like, dude, just. And every now and then you got that guy that comes in and he's like, maybe I can speak to you for a few minutes. Like, sure. Let's speak for a few minutes. I'm not on that level. This guy was walking down the street one day and he saw a homeless guy sitting in the corner. Homeless guy. Not the guy Grada was Jewish, but that wasn't, it had nothing to do with that. You understand? He wasn't like Jewish, religious, whatever, like, Yid, so let's go learn Shas. And no. He saw a guy sitting in the street, sitting in his own filth, disgusting. He tells the guy, hey, if you ever need a place to shower, here's the codes to my front door. Just go on in, shower. Dude. He's giving this guy, codes. I'll say it, I don't care. I sleep with a gun by my bed if you didn't hear me when I covered it. I almost killed my son-in-law the first time.
So scared to go up at night.
I just got to say the story. Can I say the story? Thank you. So
not the time you went into the little driveway.
No. That's a different story. That's a different story. There's many stories. But one time, I think they just recently got married or something like that. Yeah, listen, okay.
I appreciate it.
I got you back. Anyway, and these guys were downstairs talking on the couch, and I go to bed at like 12 o'clock or something like that. And I wake up at 3 o'clock because I hear voices. Now, Avi Bensoussan hears voices at 3 o'clock in the morning when I'm legally blind and can see nothing in front of me. I literally can't see this. I wouldn't even recognize Teddy if he was in front of me. It would be Stay Puft Man. I'm sitting there and I can't see Jack and I hear voices down there. I go into 80s Rambo mode instantly. And I hear the music. Dun, 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 and I grab my headbands and I get all, whoa, I'm ready to go. And I reach into my bedside table and I pull out Old Reliable. That's what it's been named tonight. Old Reliable. Her real name is Rose, but okay, I'd rather sound manly, so it's Old Reliable. But really, it's Rose. And I walk out, and I come out of the door, and I legit come out. And I thank God. My house is like, when you come out of my bedroom, it's like an overlook into the living room. It's like, what would you call it? What's it called again? Like a great room. So you like look like a balcony, looking at. And I come out, and I look down, and there's my son-in-law. And I still didn't pull the trigger. Yeah. Why were we talking about this? Oh, yeah. I wouldn't let people into my house like that. This guy turns to this guy And he says, as a chesed, mamish, it's tzedakah. He says, listen, if you need a place to shower, belev shalom, come on in, use my shower. And the guy periodically would come in, middle of the day, the middle of the night. He would come in and use his shower because who wants to be disgusting? He would come in and use the shower. Do you know what kind of a huge avla it is for a mace to sit after it died and not be buried bismanai, to not be buried in its right time, for it to just sit and rot and wait? It's a huge avla. This guy lived alone. This guy, one morning, for whatever reason, aneurysm, he passed away. But he lived alone. His family is here, not there. No one knew. No one knew. The dude would have sat there in his bed for days on end until he started rotting and someone smelled something and they came and knocked down the door. But that's not what happened. His friend, his chesed, the guy that he gave his door to, only a little bit after he passed away, comes into the house. And we don't know how much after, because we don't know exactly whatever. But within the Zman, he came into the house to take a shower and saw the guy dead. And immediately, and because of that chesed, he was able to be buried in the right time. You don't understand how huge that is. You don't understand how huge that is. How was he able to do something like this, Rabbi Son? There are people in this world that are not like me. There are people in this world that, believe it or not, and by the way, I started working on this. I want to tell you what happened to me today. People in this world that are not like me, that legit, when they look at somebody and they have every reason to see the bad, they had every reason to judge negatively, they opt to go the other way. They opt to go in another direction entirely. And I want you to know, I went to the Shiva, what was it? I think it was the beginning of last week. They got up beginning of this week. Monday? No, it's the beginning of last week, Monday. They got up, all the weeks are coming together. I don't remember if they got up this week, Monday. This week, Monday. Yeah? So he passed away last week. This Sunday is when I heard the story. Since this Sunday, I thought to myself, how can a guy go see a homeless person in the street and be able to look past all the negative possibilities and see the person inside? He didn't see the split hooves. He didn't see the cud. He saw only the good. Whatever it was. He looked right past. He didn't have split hooves. He saw the cud. He didn't have the cud. He saw the split. He saw and focused on the good enough to trust and invite the man to come into the house, and he was rewarded accordingly. How did he do that? That's a crazy level. I can't do that. Crazy level. How did he do that? And the answer is, he went and he took a page from Hashem's book. When Hashem lists the chazer over here, he doesn't list the cud first. He lists the split hooves first. He was so focused on the good in the man that he went for understanding of the man. He went to try to be dalas kavs for the man, that he didn't even see the negative. And I was makabel on myself because I really thought Hashem wanted me to get this message, because on the way, by the way, this is true, on the way home from the Shiva, when I just heard this, someone sent me a clip of some comedian talking about what I'm about to tell you, because I started doing it, right? I don't know about you guys, but Bensoussan bladders, you can ask my son-in-law, we're about this big. Every day I come home, because it's a long drive from the minyan to my house. It's 25 minutes, okay? 25 minutes. By the time I get home, I come to the door and everyone's like, Abba, and I just go, no one does that, by the way, but Abba, and I come running in. I pretended in my head, okay? And I come running in and everyone's like, Abba.
I say
that. And that's true, thank you. I come running in and I go straight to the bathroom. Because I gotta go. Have you ever been on the road and you gotta go to the bathroom and you start driving like a maniac? Right? Never? You're a lucky man. You're a lucky man. It happens to me more often than I care to admit, even though I'm admitting it publicly right now. At the end of the day, it happens. And this comedian gets on and he says, I decided, he said, I don't remember exactly how he said it, but basically to the extent of, you want to have fun on the road? Every time someone is speeding, anytime someone's cutting you off, look at the guy and think to your head, ooh, that guy must be pooing in his pants. That guy clearly has to go to the bathroom. Those are his words, not mine. That guy clearly has to go to the bathroom. It must be. And every time you see that guy zipping, you're like, ooh, go, man, go. Cut in front of me. It's good. Go, you got to go. Go. Get there, right? And inside, it's just hilarious. And me, when I drive now, I kid you not, I've been doing this for the last week. When I see someone cut me off, and I see someone driving, and I see someone, I was like, dude, you gotta go. I got it. Go. Go. I slow down to let him go. I'm like, go. No. I'm like, go. And by the way, this got ingrained so much to me today. If you want to hear what happened today, there was a Maisa today. I don't want to go into it. For those of you who were involved, I don't want to go into it. But I was here by the minyan, right? And okay, I have to say the story now because Shaul walked in. I'm in the minyan and Shaul calls me up. The big effing Jew calls me up. Right? Yeah, calls me up and he says, something's going on with someone in this place. That's as descriptive as I could get.
Deal with it.
Yeah. Someone's got to deal with this. So I call up one of the guys in charge and I said, what's going on? They said that. I said, this is one of my guys. They're like, okay, I can't say the story. I can't give anything. I'm not giving any story. I can't say the story.
You gotta wait 6 months.
I gotta wait at least 6 months. Can you come down here and deal with it? Let's put it that way. Can you come down here and deal with it? By the way, it's gonna be a great story. Because I got there on time and SWAT was waiting and it was really cool. Anyway, so they said, you gotta get down here. I said, no problem. I jump into my car and I'm driving. And I'm flying, because I don't got lights and sirens. I'm flying. I told them I'm going to be there in 5 minutes, and I'm 15 minutes away. I'm flying. And as I'm flying, I start laughing. Because in my head, every person I'm passing, I'm like, yeah, I got to go. I'm like, for sure, they're thinking. And I'm like cutting off everybody. And I'm like zipping. I'm like, I'm sorry, it's an emergency, if you know what I mean. And I'm like, at the end of the day, I do not need or want lights. At the end of the day, he would. That's what I have Shaul for. At the end of the day, Rabbi said, we need to take a page out of this. Because the truth is, no, please. Okay, enough of that for one day, okay? At the end of the day, we all make this mistake. I cannot tell you how many times I have to deal with a Shalom Bayis situation where the wife said something or the husband said something, and there was 9 ways to hear it as good and 1 way to hear it as bad, and the husband chose to hear it as bad, or vice versa. All right, or vice versa. And when I asked him, I said, I don't understand something. Do you think your wife hates you? He goes, no. So you have a 90% chance that what she said was good, 10% chance that what she said is bad, and you're going to opt for the bad. Why? Because you're a negative person. Not because she's a bad person. If you're able to train yourself, same thing with the kid. Why did the kid do this? 9 out of 10. If you were able, business partners, friends, driving down the street, if you were able to go and just ingrain in yourself, hold on a second, let me take a page from Hashem's book, that if I'm able to look at that positive first, is there a tzad positive? Forget Dan l'kav zchus. You're not trying to give benefit of the doubt. That's not what I'm talking about. Is there a benefit? Not making up things like, oh, you robbed me because really I was going to miss out on an investment, and you're going to take the money and invest it for me, and tomorrow you're going to bring me back $1 million. I'm not talking about making up BS. I'm talking about, is there a legit possibility that there's a good there? Is there a possibility there's a reason that you would understand? Because if there is a possibility, it's not Dan l'kav zchus. That's just understanding. That's just not being a jaded, negative person. If there's a possibility. So next time you're driving down the street and someone cuts you off, or the next time your wife says something that maybe she didn't say the right way, or next time a rabbi paskins something that you thought was, you got to remember something. Everybody is human. Nobody is ChatGPT. Well, ChatGPT makes many mistakes. That's not a good idea. Everybody's human. Nobody's a computer. Nobody's perfect all the time. Everybody makes mistakes. Rabbis, parents, everybody makes mistakes. Your job is to look with where it could possibly be good. Where is the positive in there? And then, once you see that there is a good, you'll see you won't have to be Dalek Havschus. Once you see that there is a possibility of good, like me driving and thinking of these guys need to go to the bathroom, you'll be like, yeah, okay, that must be it. And you'll laugh and you'll be smiling instead of being angry and getting road rage. You guys see what I'm saying? What?
What do you do when a guy is driving?
Oh, that's very easy. You do like my mother does. You pull up alongside him, you take a penny and you throw him out the window. No, you pull up alongside him and you go, dude, I gotta go to the bathroom. And then you go.
You know how you began your share saying, Rabbi, this thing, and you said respectfully, I think that this is the, so I respectfully
Disagree.
disagree with your